which is going to start momentarily. Apex 1 versus AOT Turtle Beach, and we already have a crash at the back of the prototype field as things get started. This is going to be some trouble for the GT3s right off the bat. Got to make sure that you get cleanly out of there, but the prototypes have managed to get going. The GT3s just slowing up there to give that incident time to clear before they get going, and Apex 1 will lead the way. Macca Racing in second place. This is a very close battle here between the Mercedes coming into the first turn. Already a slight bit of contact on the way through. There's a big battle going on behind for the minor positions in the top 10 as they all fan out to try and find as much grip as they possibly can. For now, though, it is Apex 1 leading the way in both categories. Looking for a better, straighter run through the corner. Meanwhile, yikes, this is looking like an interesting fight in GT3. The Royal Racing Lamborghini, this 666 here, it's got the Park Motorsport Mercedes up ahead of them, and then the Interstellar Midas entry. There was a bit of back and forth between those two, and it looks like the AOT Turtle Beach car has taken advantage of that and is skipping away, but that's way too hot of an entry there for the 666 Lamborghini. This is the fight
they go sideways.
Oh no, that's a spin there, and that is the 907 Park Motorsport Mercedes having to cut across the track to get back going. The battles continue in the GT3 class. Lexus having to make way for Mercedes here. This is the Cubic System machine having to fight off with the 775 Kisitiya Mafia machine, and this is for just outside the top 20 overall. This is an interesting battle. They finally caught up after a long time out of it, and the Lexus will defend into turn 1. A slight wiggle for the Mercedes. It looks like a slight contact on the way into turn 1. I mean, the car's all loaded up at that point, and if there is contact inside for turn 1, that's where you need to be.
No slipstream though, so it's really just a matter of who's got the more powerful engine going in. Setting up wide on turn number 1 is the Lexus, and moves into the back of the Mercedes, loses some speed as we head towards turn number 2. Looks like Cubic System are gonna make that move stick, move up into second in class behind Apex 1, still 14.5 seconds back. That 775 entry really struggling on that straight. And through these corners, you can see just how difficult it is to get the mechanical grip necessary for these.
Oh, look at this. That's a good run.
They're going to go for the outside, maybe go for the switch around move that we saw them make earlier. Late on the braking from both.
No, no, no.
Oh, no.
So both Park Motorsport cars in Hypercar and GT3 have had issues where they've been hit around by a passing car. And I mean, the circumstances were a little bit different there. Looked to me like...
Of course, 775 Esports was the first team to pit out of the Hypercars, and making their way past OC Racing X Lipin on much fresher tires.
Yeah, it's amazing the sheer amount of pace that you get when you bolt fresh tires onto one of these things.
There's some more slipstream to get away. What really impresses me about prototype cars is just how late on the brakes they can get compared to these GTs.
Yeah, they can get incredibly close. The braking distance is so much shorter in the prototypes, and they're carrying a lot more speed down the straights as well. You got to have so much confidence and really know your car to be able to negotiate a group of GT3s if you come across one.
Here comes 775. Apex 1 and GLS get ahead of 775 there. I'm not exactly sure what's happened to them, but they have fallen significantly behind after their pit stop.
Yeah, they have indeed. They've already completed one lap, have 775. I'm not sure what's gone on there either. Oh, goodness me. That's a big defense there from Apex 1. They both lock up, and it looks like the GLS PXN number 32 is finally by. That would have been a bit stressful for them, I'd imagine. Could it be the over-under here from Apex 1 as 775 is back in the pits?
I'm very confused now. Getting the better of them on a corner exit, it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, they're coming back at the end of the straight, but by this point, they're too far back to get it done, but they're going to try it anyway. Oh, a little contact on the way into the hairpin. It's such a tight corner, that hairpin. It's the slowest on the whole track. I can't believe that these cars even have the lock-to-lock steering ratio to get around it. Some of the lines I see them taking, but it looks like 775 are dialing in the pressure. Yep, there we go. Inside of turn 1 they go, and they are through. Can they keep it to the inside, though? You go wide even a little bit in turn 1 at Shanghai, and the car behind will be right there to pounce, but it looks like they've managed to escape. The 175 occupying, guess what, 9th place, which is the position that we focused on so much over the course of this broadcast. But it is the battle for 8th now, catching up to the 731 coming into the hairpin. And that's a bit later on the brakes. They'll draw alongside. Have they overshot? No, they've been able to pull it up and stay ahead. That was a great pass.
I love those onboards through that turn 1. Oh, there was contact.
Contact.
Yeah. And they spun the Mystic team around.
And 731 crow's been spun around having to donut, which definitely isn't going to help their tyres. Neither is that contact.
Also, they lost a bit of time there. Yeah, I think that is something the stewards will have to have a look at.
But down this back straight, I think we'll probably have them because of the slipstream. Oh, might even be before through the long sweeping left-hander.
They
do get past them already, but this could be.
Yeah, this is a battle that Oil Racing just could not win. I don't think. Oh, we have
GT3's off.
3 off the back.
Oh, big crash! Big crash.
This could.
That's going to be
full course yellow.
Full course. Yeah, that should be full course yellow. I'm not quite sure if that was lag again, because this car we've seen a couple of times that when a car gets close to it, it'll have a bit of a lag spike and go into the car.
Ooh, very close for another lapping car. As we see,
AOT has crossed the finish line, so everyone that goes over start finish line now
that's a big
will
crash.
have their race over as checkered flag.
Indeed, just a little bit of a exuberant celebration.
Yes, yeah, Kashita, one of the Kashita Mafia cars having a big moment just after the checkered flag there.
I think it was
this Lopen battle is still going on, I think.
Yeah, the Lopen battle is still ongoing as Apex 1 is now crossing. Yeah, the Apex 1 is now crossing to win GT3 class. And yeah, the Petronas Auto Racing Lopen battle, I think, has pretty much just died down now.
Yeah, they've